Hi, this is Mark Lubowitz live on a Clarion Voice. The Clarion Voice. We certainly hope that you're not in a fog, despite the fog that's around the North County. And if you are in a fog, I have something to clear it up. We're going to talk about Mark 9:23, which says, "If you can believe, all things are possible to those who believe." So the question is, what do you believe? And are you following through about doing things because you believe? You just believe. I mean, Abraham heard God speak to him and say, "I'm going to send you to a country that you do not know, and you're going to prosper." And Abraham just believed. It was as simple as that. But is it so simple today? Believing. I mean, I am in the midst of a search and for a new home, and I believe that God is going to provide that. And it's just simple belief. I mean, I'm working hard towards it, and I certainly hope that comes to fruition as a result. But belief is also intertwined with timing, God's timing. And if you recall, I mean, God's timing is not our timing. He's going to help you along the way, but he's going to help you grow up at the same time. So if you believe and you submit to God's promises and God's direction, then everything is going to happen the way God wants it to happen. Maybe not the way you want it to happen, but the way God is wanting it to happen. So, how do you deal with just simply believing? I mean, are you in a position right now where you can just believe? I mean, are you in a position of poor health, or your finances are not very well, or you're looking for work or looking for a home like I am? Do you believe that God is going to promise that, to provide that? Remember, it says in Mark, in the verse that I quoted, it says, if you can believe, all things are possible. All things are possible to those who believe. So that's a measure of faith that one has to have in order to grow stronger to begin with, and then also to just put yourself at God's feet and say, "Okay, God, I'm willing to do what you want me to do because I believe." I mean, there are many instances in the Bible where people just believed in Jesus's healing, for example. The woman who was beridden with bleeding for many years touched Jesus's garment, and she believed that she was going to be healed, and she was. And so there are many instances where Jesus acknowledged the fact that the person believed, and therefore whatever was being prayed for happened. The Roman soldier who was in charge of many people, he believed. He believed in the Lord and he believed in God. And therefore, God said, because of your belief, I will heal you and I will help you. Because I believe the Roman soldier had someone who was not doing too well. He was ill. So it's just simple belief. And that's what we're asked to do. We just have to believe that the Lord is going to come through for us. It may not be easy, and that brings up the possibility of waiting, which is the hardest thing that I can think of, is the waiting on the Lord and His timing. But you know what? It's going to grow you stronger. It's going to grow me stronger. And I sincerely hope that that you're encouraged by the fact that if you believe, all things are possible, not some things, all things. And that's what we have to put our belief in, our faith in. That is so important these days. There are so many things that are going around, you know, in our world, a lack of morality, a lack of judgment, a lack of wisdom. It doesn't matter, but you have to believe that God is watching over you and taking care of you and taking care of us. So remember, if you can believe, all things are possible to those who believe. Thank you for listening. And if you like this video, like and subscribe, and then share this with someone and encourage them to believe. This is Mark Silbowitz with a Clarion Voice.